So I always get very excited when anybody asks me about my job and where I work and what I do. It's not a secret that I love working for the city of Northport. I worked for Charlotte County, and I felt that I needed to do something different, and I wanted something more, and I wanted to offer my skills. So I said to my friend, I don't know what to do, and I was thinking about my next steps. And she said, Maria, did you think about applying to a job at the city of Northport? They have a different vibe here. And she said, I'd love it. And I said, oh, I didn't think about that. So I applied, and I started my first position in planning and zoning in our development services department. I'm partnered with the building department because the fees are assessed off of the building permits, and it's strictly for new construction, new development. And the first thing I do is to check the spreadsheet to look at the permits and determine which ones need me to estimate their impact fees. And that's where I start with that. Then I go to numbers that I have to put together, and I put together the invoices for our developers. Oftentimes I'll get phone calls to give quotes before the development comes through, and so developers want to know how much they can budget for. So sometimes I put through proposed estimates to help them with that. And the bulk of it is making sure that the fees are in the system as fast as possible. I love the esprit de corps that I experience, just how everybody teamwork together. I enjoy knowing that I can make a difference for the city and that my position can have a positive impact for our city.
Oh, you're swimming in the pool?
I'm Stacey Locio. I'm the Emergency Management Coordinator for the City of Northport, and we're going to talk about why it's important to have a go kit and what should go inside of it. It's important to have a go bag because if you wait last minute to pack, there are definitely going to be items that you're going to forget in the scramble to get everything put together. So it's important to have your documents such as IDs, insurance paperwork, titles for your home and your vehicles and your boats, just so that if your home does flood or your roof blows off, all those documents are with you and they're safe, because you don't want to end up losing those and having to try to replace those later on. Also in your go bag, you should think about what medications you might need to have ahead of time. If we're under a state of emergency, you are able to refill your prescriptions ahead of time, even if they're not due yet. So it's important to do that. Also in your go bags, you should have non-perishable food, flashlight, batteries, a radio that is battery powered and extra batteries. Should all power go out, we will be able to broadcast on 97.5 FM, any emergency information. So be sure to have your battery powered radio ready and tuned in to 97.5.
Good afternoon, everybody. Today is Thursday, May 1st, 2025. It's 4 p.m. We're in City Chambers, and I call the City Commission regular meeting to order. Commissioners present are Commissioner Duval, Mr. Langdon, Mayor Stokes, Vice Mayor Emmerich, and Commissioner Petro. There's a quorum present for the meeting. Also present, Deputy City Manager Yarborough, Interim City Attorney Golan, Assistant City Clerk Powell, Board Specialist Lane, Deputy Chief Morales, and there he is, Chief Titus. And Trish, you want to do us the honor? You. All righty, we need a motion to approve the agenda. Do I have a second to approve the agenda?
Second.
There we go. Vice Mayor made a motion to approve the agenda, seconded by Commissioner Langdon. Let's vote, folks. And that passes 5-0. City Clerk, public comment?
No, sir.
All right then. With that, we're moving right on to proclamations and recognitions. Let's head on down. No new employees. That's good. All right, let's see. Anybody from the Utilities Department want to come down? All right. Whereas water is our most valuable natural resource, and whereas tap water delivers public health protection, fire protection, support for our economy, and the quality of life we enjoy, and whereas the hard work performed by the entire water sector designing capital projects, operators ensuring the safety and quality of drinking water, or a member of a pipe crew and maintaining infrastructure communities rely on to transport high-quality drinking water from its source to consumers' taps. And whereas the coronavirus pandemic has shone a light on the importance of drinking water for health, hydration, and hygiene needs, and whereas we are all stewards of the water infrastructure upon which current and future generations depend, and whereas each citizen of our community is called upon to help protect our source waters from pollution, to practice water conservation, and to get involved in local water issues. Now, therefore, we, the City Commission of the City of Northport, Florida, do hereby proclaim May 4th through May 10th, 2025 as Drinking Water Week.
Thank you. This week is a reminder to thank our hardworking utility employees that do an excellent job providing safe and reliable drinking water, and also a reminder to everyone in the city to conserve water whenever possible so that we have adequate water supply for future years. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, guys. Pete, you're up.
Is there anyone here for Family Abduction Awareness Day? Okay. Whereas this day is dedicated to raising awareness of those affected by family abduction. These abductions have a devastating impact, causing deep emotional and psychological trauma, not only to the abducted child, but also to the left behind parent and extended family. Such events often disrupt family stability and trust, with far-reaching effects on the broader community. While non-family abductions account for only 1% of missing child reports to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, family abductions make up a significantly larger share of these cases. And whereas May serves as a pivotal time to combat family abductions, reunite missing children with their family, and recognize those dedicated to protecting society's most vulnerable. This month offers an opportunity to raise awareness, support affected families, and strengthen community efforts to prevent future abductions. And whereas a family abduction occurs when a child is taken, wrongfully retained, or concealed by a parent or a family member, denying another individual their rights to custody or visitation, even in cases with unclear or absent court orders. Such abductions are often driven by the perpetrator's frustration with the left-behind parent, the legal system, or personal circumstances. And whereas the City of Northport is committed to remaining vigilant and informed about the dangers facing children in our community, recognizing that family abduction is a serious crime in all states, not merely a civil matter. Law enforcement officers should treat these incidents as severe forms of child abuse rather than minor offenses. And whereas it is incumbent upon law enforcement agencies to have written plans outlining actions and procedures for promptly addressing family abduction cases, courts have determined that law enforcement must ensure children are with their lawful custodians and verify the validity of any court orders, as failure to establish necessary training and policies pose a threat to public safety. Now, therefore, we, the City Commission of the City of Northport, Florida, do hereby proclaim May 25th, 2025 as Family Abduction Awareness Day. The Northport Police Department is encouraged to conduct community outreach initiatives to educate residents about the prevalence, risks, and consequences of family abduction, and to provide guidance on warning signs, preventative measures, and available resources to effectively address this critical issue. Thank you.
We must have some public works people here somewhere. I knew there was one or two. Whereas public works professionals focus on infrastructure, facilities, and services that are of vital importance to sustainable and resilient communities and to public health, high quality of life, and well-being of the people of Northport. And whereas these infrastructure, facilities, and services could not be provided without the dedicated efforts of public works professionals, who are engineers, managers, and employees at all levels of government and the private sector, who are responsible for rebuilding, improving, and protecting our nation's transportation, water supply, water treatment, and solid waste systems, public buildings, and other structures and facilities essential for our citizens. And whereas it is in the public interest for the citizens, civic leaders, and children in the City of Northport to gain knowledge of and maintain an ongoing interest and understanding of the importance of public works and programs in their respective communities. And whereas the year 2025 marks the 65th annual National Public Works Week, sponsored by the American Public Works Association and Canadian Public Works Association. Now, therefore, we, the City Commission of the City of Northport, Florida, do hereby proclaim May 18th through May 24th, 2025 as National Public Works Week. In witness whereof, we have hereunto set our hands and seal of the City of Northport, Florida, to be affixed this first day of May 2025. Thank you, sir.
Just want to say real quick that Public Works touches just about everything you see, whether you're in a building, on the road. This group, and this is just a small sampling of the nearly 200 that work within Public Works over 6 divisions. I'm fortunate to work with such a great team, and I'm proud from the ones that are standing here to the ones that are in the field still working right now. So thank you.
I'm not biting today.
Okay. Dimitri. Which one is that? Oh, Corral? Yes, you're right. Do we have anyone from Corral?
Northport Corral, come on down. This might take a while, so I'm going to get started. Whereas the Northport Chorale was founded with 30 members in February of 1980 and has continuously remained active in the performing arts in our community. And whereas the Northport Chorale has presented quality musical productions in our community as a nonprofit organization of volunteer singers dedicated to performing high-quality chorale music for 45 years. And whereas our organization contributes its talents to many of the community's events with pride and excellence by supporting the Northport Chamber of Commerce through membership and the Northport Arts Center in support of their events. And whereas the Northport Chorale has continuously called the Northport Performing Arts Center their home and for its performances, as well as its rehearsal space since 2001, and serves on the board of directors of the Northport Performing Arts Association with distinction. And whereas the membership is comprised of singers from high school age to senior citizens from numerous communities, including Northport and the surrounding Southwest Florida area, currently boasting nearly 100 members. And whereas we remain dedicated to improved creativity through innovative multidiscipline, multimedia performances, and a more expansive and aggressive advertising and promotional campaign to encourage increased membership and enhanced overall well-being to our community through musical enjoyment, relaxation, and diverse cultural expression, fostering a sense of belonging and unity in our communities. Now, therefore, we, the City Commission of the City of Northport, Florida, do hereby proclaim May 2025 as the 45th anniversary of the Northport Chorale. Well done.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. As president of the Northport Chorale, it gives me a great deal of honor and gratitude to receive this recognition. We have a sampling of some of our members. As the proclamation states, we do have a lot of members. We encourage you to support the performing arts in Northport. I like to say that Sarasota has nothing on us. You don't have to go to Sarasota to get great music, so please support us. It gives me a great deal of pleasure on behalf of the Board of Directors and our Artistic Director, Mr. Paul Webster Green. Thank you.
Any of you would like to sing?
Join us.
Yeah, there we go. Two, one.
Thank you.
Calling on frontline workers that are present here. Frontline workers.
Yes, Tam Wu here.
Northport, Florida proclamation. Whereas frontline workers are the builders of our community, exercising curiosity, compassion, courage, and creativity to provide essential services that ensure the safety, health, and education of our residents. And whereas over 9 million healthcare workers across the United States serve in hospitals, clinics, and long-term care facilities, often placing themselves at risk to provide life-saving care. And whereas firefighters respond to an estimated 36 million emergency calls each year, over 800,000 sworn law enforcement officers nationwide work tirelessly to uphold the law and ensure public safety, and emergency medical services personnel respond to more than 240 million calls annually. And whereas teachers dedicate their careers to shaping the future of our communities, with over 3.7 million educators in the U.S., providing knowledge and guidance to our youth, and whereas frontline workers embody the essence of builders, flexible thinkers, and constructive problem solvers who respect the dignity of all people by dedicating themselves to overcoming challenges and uniting communities. Now, therefore, we, the City Commission of the City of Northport, Florida, do hereby proclaim May 2025 as Frontline Worker Appreciation Month and encourage all residents to join in recognizing and honoring the heroic contributions of our healthcare workers, firefighters, law enforcement officers, EMS personnel, and teachers, and witness there whereof we have hereon to set our hands and seal of the City of Northport, Florida, to be affixed this first day of May 2025.
Geez, anybody here from building today? I see a few.
There you go.
Whereas the City of Northport is committed to recognizing that our growth and strength depends on the safety and essential role of our homes, buildings, and infrastructure play, both in everyday life when disasters strike. And whereas our confidence in the resilience of these buildings that make up our community is achieved through the devotion of vigilant guardians, building safety and fire prevention officials, architects, engineers, builders, tradespeople, design professionals, laborers, plumbers, and others in the construction industry who work year-round to ensure the safe construction of buildings. And whereas these guardians are dedicated members of the International Code Council, a nonprofit that brings together local, state, territorial, tribal, and federal officials who are experts in the built environment to create and implement the highest quality codes and standards to protect us in the buildings where we live, learn, work, and play. And whereas these modern building codes and standards include safeguards to protect the public from hazards such as hurricanes, snowstorms, tornadoes, wildland fires, floods, and earthquakes. And whereas Building Safety Month is sponsored by the International Code Council to remind the public about the critical role of our community's largely unknown protectors of public safety, our code officials, who assure us of safe, sustainable, and affordable buildings that are essential to our prosperity. And whereas Game On, the theme for the Building Safety Month 2025, encourage us all to get involved and raise awareness about building safety on a personal, local, and global scale. And whereas each year in observance of Building Safety Month, people all over the world are asked to consider the commitment to improve building safety, resilience, and economic investment at home and in the community, and to acknowledge the essential service provided to us all by local, state, tribal, territorial, and federal building safety and fire prevention departments in protecting lives and property. Now, therefore, we, the City Commission of the City of Northport, Florida, do hereby proclaim May 2025 Buildings Safety Month. We encourage our citizens to join us as we participate in Building Safety Month activities. Thank you. Thank you.
Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to accept this proclamation from the city and recognize the professionals that I work with every day in the field and in the office to ensure that all the structures meet the minimum standards of the code and that it's safe for everybody to occupy. Along with myself and the fire marshal that work hand in hand to ensure that the safety for everybody, no matter what walk of life you're in, we ensure that that happens. Thanks again. Appreciate it. Thank you to the leadership.
All set, thank you.
Anybody here from the police department?
They're all hiding. They're undercover.
Whereas the Congress and the President of the United States have designated May 15th as Peace Officers Memorial Day and the week in which it falls as Police Week. And whereas the members of the law enforcement agency of the City of Northport play an essential role in safeguarding the rights and freedoms of the citizens of Northport. And whereas it is important that all citizens know and understand the problems, duties, and responsibilities of their police department, and that members of our police department recognize their duty to serve the people by safeguarding life and property, by protecting them against violence or disorder, and by protecting the innocent against deception and the weak against oppression or intimidation. And whereas the police department of Northport has grown to be a modern and scientific law enforcement agency which unceasingly provides a vital public service. Now, therefore, we, the City Commission of the City of Northport, Florida, do hereby proclaim May 11th through May 17th, 2025 as National Police Week.
Just want to say thank you on behalf of the men and women of the Northport Police Department. We appreciate the gratitude and support from the Commission, the City Manager's Office, and most importantly, our citizens. But just remember, during this week, we want to remember and honor the officers that did not make it home at night. and keep their families in their thoughts and prayers. So thank you.
Whoops.
Wow. Thank you. Would my friends from Economic Development come on down, please? Whereas the City of Northport, Florida recognizes the vital importance of economic development in enhancing the quality of life, expanding opportunities, and fostering a strong and resilient local economy. And whereas Economic Development Week, observed from May 11th to May 17th, 2025, is an opportunity to celebrate the impact of economic development initiatives and the tireless work of the professionals who help build vibrant communities. And whereas the City of Northport acknowledges that economic developers play a crucial role in attracting investments, supporting entrepreneurship, and promoting workforce development in our city. Whereas the city extends special thanks to its valued partners, the Florida Small Business Development Center, Career Source Suncoast, and the Sarasota County Economic Development Corporation for their continued dedication to advancing job growth, supporting local businesses, and guiding strategic economic initiatives throughout our region. And whereas these partnerships help position Northport as a hub of innovation, opportunity, and sustainable growth, ensuring a prosperous future for all residents. Now, therefore, we, the City Commission of the City of Northport, Florida, do hereby proclaim May 11th through May 17th, 2025 as Economic Development Week, and we urge all residents to join in recognizing and supporting the contributions of our economic development professionals and community partners.
Thank you very much and good afternoon. For those who don't know, I'm John Chicatano, the Business and Research Analyst for Economic Development. Hard to believe I've been here for a year already, but it's gone by like that and it's been an incredible experience. But given that I am still fairly new to this industry and learning so much, figured I'd take this opportunity to turn it over to the seasoned veterans over at the Sarasota EDC to come and tell us a little bit about what they do and how they help us.
Thank you, John. The Economic Development Corporation of Sarasota County is a 21-year-old public-private partnership dedicated to the diversification of the Sarasota County economy. And that means what we do is we work to attract companies here in our targeted industries like technology, corporate headquarters, manufacturing, and also we help our local companies grow. And the very important piece of that public part is the partnership with the City of Northport. And in fact, the City of Northport was one of the founding members of the EDC, and Commissioner Langdon serves on our board today. And so it is an absolute honor to partner with the city. You all have a phenomenal team of professional economic developers here. And I will also say that although we consider ourselves professional economic developers, every single person in this room is an economic developer because this is a team sport. Business and business growth is a vital part of a community's infrastructure. And so everything that we all do individually, whether it's helping a small business launch out of their home into their first space, or it's working with a large manufacturer to come move here, that is important pieces of the economic development of a community, and the City of Northport is doing it right. So thank you for the partnership.
We also have Terry Kramer here from SCORE, who's been a great asset to us and helping us with our quarterly business welcomes and has been a great asset to all the businesses that have joined Northport recently. Do you want to come up and say a few words about SCORE?
Good afternoon. I'm Terry Kramer, and I manage the SCORE chapter here in Port Charlotte. SCORE's been around for 60 years, believe it or not. During that time, we currently have 10,000 mentors around the country. Fortunately, we have 25 of them right here to work with this group of folks that are doing a great job with the phenomenal growth in the area. During that time, 60 years of SCORE, we've helped over 14 million clients and created hundreds of thousands of new small businesses. So we know a little bit about economic development, we know a little bit about starting businesses, and we are working our tails off here in Northport because you guys are really busy. So thank you for that, and it's great to be a partner with the City of Northport. Thank you.
Thank you.
Demetri, you're up next, buddy. Who do we got here? Economic Development Department again. There they are.
Yes. Northport, Florida proclamation. Whereas National Travel and Tourism Week, observed from May 4th to May 10th, 2025, celebrates the essential role of travel and tourism in driving economic growth, fostering cultural exchange, and enriching communities throughout the United States. And whereas the City of Northport, Florida recognizes the substantial contributions that the tourism and hospitality industries make to the local economy by supporting jobs, attracting investment, and showcasing the city's unique offerings. And whereas Northport is home to a diverse array of recreational, cultural, and natural attractions that make it a premier destination for travelers from around the region and beyond. And whereas the city extends special recognition to local tourism anchors, including Cool Today Park, the spring training home of the Atlanta Braves, the award-winning Northport Aquatic Center, the scenic wilderness of Mayaca State Forest, the preserved beauty of the Orange Hammock Wildlife Management Area, and the internationally known Warm Mineral Springs, one of the world's few naturally occurring warm springs and a unique geological treasure. And whereas National Travel and Tourism Week provides an opportunity to honor the dedication of industry professionals and to celebrate the destinations that contribute to the vitality, visibility, and identity of Northport. Now, therefore, we, the City Commission of the City of Northport, Florida, do hereby proclaim May 4th through May 10th, 2025 as National Travel and Tourism Week, and encourages all residents to recognize the importance of travel and tourism and sustaining the economic and cultural vibrancy of our community. Thank you.
And now it is my pleasure to introduce another fantastic organization who provides us with amazing data, which as an analyst I love. Please welcome Erin Duggan, the CEO of Visit Sarasota.
The United States Travel Association actually is the entity that started National Travel and Tourism Week. And so we celebrate this week alongside every other community around the United States. And it really is about the people, the folks who work in the hospitality industry who provide those smiles, that fantastic service. And really, that's why data tells us that one of the differentiating factors of Sarasota County is our warm hospitality. Our tourists say when they're here, they feel like they belong. And so we would not be able to say that but for the folks who work in the industry. So that's what this week is about. And we would like to thank Commissioner Stokes for his service on the Tourist Development Council and the great guidance and wisdom he gives us. Thank you.
You're up next.
Me. David's up.
There you go.
Whereas the city of Northport, Florida acknowledges the profound contributions and sacrifices made by the men and women of the United States Armed Forces, both past and present, in safeguarding our nation's freedom and security. And whereas in 1999, Congress designated May as National Military Appreciation Month to ensure the nation appropriately honors and recognizes current and foreign members of the U.S. Armed Forces, including those who have died in the pursuit of freedom. And whereas the month of May encompasses several significant military observances, including Loyalty Day on May 1st, Victory in Europe, VE Day, on May 8th, Military Spouse Appreciation Day on May 9th, Armed Forces Day on May 17th, and Memorial Day on May 26th, each serving as a reminder of the invaluable service and dedication of our military personnel and their families. And whereas the city of Northport is committed to honoring our service members, veterans, and their families, recognizing that their unwavering dedication and sacrifices have been instrumental in preserving the liberties and values we hold dear. And whereas National Military Appreciation Month provides an opportunity for all residents to express gratitude and appreciation for the bravery, resilience, and commitment demonstrated by our military community. Now, therefore, we, the City Commission of the City of Northport, Florida, do hereby proclaim May 2025 as National Military Appreciation Month and encourages all residents to join in honoring and recognizing the significant contributions of our military service members, veterans, and their families. In witness whereof, we have hereunto set our hands and seal of the City of Northport, Florida, to be affixed this first day of May 2025.
So unfortunately, we have a veteran-owned business here in the city, Mr. Jared Ramsey from Jared's Air. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to make it. He had a last-minute cancellation, but it is getting hot. He does all kinds of HVAC repairs. So Jared's Air, look him up. I'm sure he'd be able to help keep us cool.
Just leave it down here.
Don't be fresh. I can see why you guys just stayed up here for the whole evening. Whereas small businesses are the backbone of the American economy, comprising over 99% of all businesses and employing nearly half of the nation's workforce. And whereas in the city of Northport, small businesses play a vital role in driving innovation, creating local jobs, and supporting the unique character and vibrancy of our community. And whereas the U.S. Small Business Administration has designated the first week of May as National Small Business Week, honoring the millions of entrepreneurs across the country who contribute to the economic well-being of their communities. And whereas the month of May is also recognized as National Small Business Month, an extended opportunity to highlight the impact of small businesses and to encourage residents to shop local, support local services, and invest in the success of our community. And whereas Northport's small businesses, ranging from family-owned restaurants and boutique retailers to local service providers and innovative startups, represent the dreams, dedication, and hard work of our neighbors. And whereas the City of Northport is committed to fostering a supportive environment for small businesses to grow, succeed, and continue enriching our local economy. Now, therefore, we, the City Commission of the City of Northport, Florida, do hereby proclaim May 2025 as National Small Business Month and May 1st through May 7th, 2025 as National Small Business Week, and encourages all residents, civic organizations, and community leaders to recognize and support the contributions of small businesses to our city's growth and prosperity. Taking this too? Wow.
So when I started working here a year ago, as an analyst, that's what my background is in. I expected spreadsheets. I expected to do the same kind of work that I've always done. What I didn't expect was to meet so many business owners and develop such an incredible respect and appreciation for the courage and dedication that it takes to really start your own business and put yourself out there to do it. So it's my pleasure to welcome Alice Accardi. Please come down from Playtime Paradise. She's one of the business owners that we're very happy to have.
Hello. Thank you for having me today. I just wanted to thank everyone for taking the time to have us here today from Playtime Paradise. We're very excited to be opening next month in Northport. We are going to be an indoor play center for children 0 to 7 years old. It's going to be a place where children can come and learn through play. And we're really just excited to be here with Northport. We know we have so many families in Northport and that Northport is growing, and we're excited to be a part of that. So thank you.
Let me put this back for you. Yeah, maybe. All right. Anybody else coming down with you? Whereas National Hurricane Preparedness Week is May 4th through May 10th, 2025. And whereas hurricanes continue to pose a serious threat to residents and businesses of the city of Northport with heavy winds, storm surge, torrential rains, inland flooding, and tornadoes. And whereas Sarasota County was impacted by 3 tropical cyclones in 2024, Debbie, Helene, and Milton, and is continuing to recover from Hurricane Ian. And whereas it is important that all residents and businesses of the city of Northport be aware of the dangers hurricanes present and remain vigilant to lessen the loss of life and minimize property damage. And whereas people should maintain 7-day emergency supply kits, have a battery-powered radio, know their evacuation levels, routes, and locations for official evacuation centers, and comply with local authorities when asked to evacuate. And whereas the Florida Division of Emergency Management and National Hurricane Center are urging all citizens to prepare for hurricanes and to educate themselves on hurricane preparedness and safety strategies. Now, therefore, we, the City Commission of the City of Northport, Florida, do hereby proclaim May 4th through May 10th, 2025 as Hurricane Preparedness Week.
First, I want to thank the commission, the city manager's office, and all of the directors for allowing us to build up our emergency management program to increase the capacity for the city to prepare, respond, recover, and mitigate against disasters. It's not only a whole city effort, but a whole community effort. So I'd like to take this opportunity to urge the community to prepare now. Now's the time, not when the hurricane's already in the Gulf and headed our way. The time is today. So take that time to take pictures of your homes, restock those disaster supply kits we all probably broke into last hurricane season, and to update your emergency plans and know your evacuation routes. So please take the time to do that now, and I appreciate all of your assistance. Thank you.
Thank you so much for everything you do.
it. Head back home. Yes. Assistant City Clerk, do we have any general public comments?
No, sir.
We don't. Well, if there's nothing else to it, it is 4:46. I adjourn this meeting.